Hello and welcome back to the Babenbergs. Duke Otto III of Bavaria is ill, which is not good. He's 54 years old and his health is not looking positive. It looks like he will likely die soon if he does not recover from his illness. So, not great. However, his is not the only health issue in Bavaria, and the second one is potentially even worse than the first one. If we look at our primary heir, you will see that he is also not feeling so good. He has an aggravated wound, he's a flagellant, which is a health penalty, he's wounded, and he's stress level 2. Our son is likely going to die. This is absolutely atrocious news for us if that happens, because if this son dies, then our heir becomes Otto von Babenberg, and he is stupid. He is a very bad character to be playing. I don't want to play as Otto if we can avoid it. I don't know how we can avoid it. I guess our only option would be to, I don't know, ask him to take the vows. He doesn't want to take the vows because he's destined for greater things, apparently. I don't know what makes him think he's destined for greater things, but he's destined for greater things. And he's second in line to inherit our primary title, which is not ideal. Maybe his personality will change, but yeah, it's not positive for us here. Anyway, hopefully we don't die, and yeah, back over here to Bavaria. Now, in Ottoberg, we are currently building ourselves a temple. And I suspect that our next move after this is just to build a castle. So we're kind of just saving up a ton of money. We also want to go on a hunt, but that's in 200 gold. So I kind of get the feeling that our best move here is just to unpause and see if anyone invites us to anything. Because currently we don't have the money to do anything ourselves. And things that we do want to do cost too much money. So yeah. Just unpause. Tutor has educated your child. Your son has been taught by Euphemia. Diplomacy increased by 1. Fantastic. Okay. Let's move on a little bit more. Househead changed. Your kinsman, Baron Leopold, became the new househead of House von Babenberg. Okay, that is because Margrave Ernst is dead. Leopold is, I don't think in any way related to us again. Yeah, he's still not really related to us. That's fine. Okay. Apparently our liege is losing this war against Byzantine Empire as well, but I think that might be because Hungary's sieges have been taken back. Yeah, seems to be. And our liege is probably actually involved in this war up here in Poland, so yeah, our liege won't actually be focusing on the Hungary war. Cool. Schemer discovered. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It is my courtier Tuta that is plotting to kill my brother Kuno. Tuta, you say? Well, Tuta. Well. Wait, Gunther, is this your second wife who's turned murderous? This is not really on. Anyway. I think I'm going to imprison them. Yes. That seems fair. Let's imprison them. And are they imprisoned? Yes. Now what are we going to do with Tuta? Well, the thing is, I think it stresses me out too much to execute them. Oh no, we could execute them. He would be unhappy though, so I think I'm just going to leave her in prison for now. Yeah, I think that's our best move. Long term. Yeah, let's go with that. Right, and now we unpause. Oh, another war. Peasants' revolt. Okay. So where's this? Oh, is this a Hungary peasants' revolt? Yep. Alright, Hungary apparently doesn't have any need for prestige and is calling our liege into every war that they're involved in. Cool. I am no longer ill. Fantastic news. We're healthy, we're never gonna die. Great. Our son? Yeah, he's still got problems. Okay. Liege has won against Poland. Fantastic. Arrange betrothal. You would like to suggest that Baldwin von Zaringen marries my granddaughter Theodelinda. Okay, Theodelinda is Otto's daughter. I'm going to decline this one. And the reason I'm going to decline is because she is effectively our, like, she's our spare. She's our backup heir right now. So I'm going to decline that. Yeah, I don't want to end up in a situation where I lose Bavaria. So let's do that. Tutor's doing a great job of educating everybody. Okay. And we've almost got enough money to go on a hunt if we want to do one. Anyone inviting us to anything? Anything happening? No, I guess everyone's at war, so... Oh, something happened. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It is my wife that is plotting to kill my knight, Gunsbert. Well... yeah, I think I'll ignore that for now. Vratislav has died. That now means that his brother, Conrad, is taking over Bohemia. Now, we have no alliance with Conrad. And Conrad doesn't particularly like us at all. But it's not like he hates us, he just doesn't really like us. Okay. Well, cousin Vratislav. I guess I'll replace you with King Conrad for now. Cool. Does that mean you're about to hold a coronation and invite me because I'm also your cousin? No? Okay. Speed 4, maybe? Maybe you want to invite me to your coronation that you're going to have? Just an idea. Just sitting here going, I wonder if he'll hold a coronation. Oh, he did! And he did invite me. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to go to King Conrad's coronation. Greetings, cousin. You're cordially invited to join me and the rest of the realm at Praha for my upcoming coronation. We can see how many of the fixes have done anything. Okay, I don't need a mountaineer, maybe. No, I do need a mountaineer, actually. Oh, changed my mind. I need a mountaineer. And I need a forest guide, I think. And then I need to not go through this territory. So I think I'm going to Deggendorf here. Now, do I want to head over here as well for the stewardship lifestyle experience? I guess so, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. What happens if I don't go here? Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to see whether maybe they'd go around this mountain, but no. Okay. Cool. Let's go. It's actually being held in the capital this time, which is unusual. It didn't get held in the capital last time. Right. A swollen belly. Ermeltrud has come to me, and I immediately know why. She is with child, and there is little doubt in her heart, as in mine, as to who the father is. However, with my marriage to Haziga, there is nothing that I can do except hope that my involvement stays secret. Oh, I see. Well, time to leave home for a couple of months and be somewhere else. I finally arrived at Prague for the coronation. Love or hate the king, none can deny the feeling of importance shared between we who shall stand witness. A new chapter begins today. 5 months till it begins. A bunch of people on the guest list, but we are among the higher ranking people. Alright, let's go. People arriving. Some raiding happening up there. Neighbouring ruler has won a war. So Steiermark has won a war against the tyranny. He has married, but no children yet, and none in sight. Alright, fair enough. Continue with this. Intrigue perk. Awesome. I think I'm going to take Truth is Relative, because we're kind of looking for swift execution, probably. Yeah, that would make sense to me. Oh, Range Betrothal. Duke Berhold von Zeringen would like to marry my niece Agnes. Now this is a marriage I can get behind. There's no alliances here. They would just like to marry. Yeah, I think this is fine. We will accept the marriage and you will be added to my list of people who I'm kind of semi-keeping track of. Dangerous faction, a peasant's rabble. Why are you unhappy? Peasants denied forest. Well, they should just get over it. They will get over it in 4 years, but the revolt will happen in 12 months. Fair enough. Right. So, I guess I put myself in the bear witness one. The gathering is as grand as expected. Faces familiar and foreign mingle, and they hear greetings just warm enough to be polite. When the host speaks, the room quiets out of instinct. My friends, my vassals, my kin, your presence honors me more than any crown could. Until the ceremony begins, eat, drink, speak freely, and know that I see each of you and will not forget who stood here with me today. A kind promise or a quiet warning, depending on how one chooses to hear it. You know what? I'm going to offer support again. Yeah. We're going to offer support to him again. I think that seems fine. I probably should have done that before we started this, but okay. New Catholic holy orders of many types. Our serene King Conrad has finally been left alone, my vassal, Mayor Heinrich observes, laughing. This is a chance for us supporters to show our loyalty. But, okay, that's not my vassal. Yeah, so they said they fixed some of this. They obviously didn't fix all of it. Yeah, because this isn't my vassal, this is a vassal who is a fellow vassal. Go ahead, Otto, we cannot waste this opportunity. So, we can get 50 opinion here. Yeah, this is a significant outcome of your offer support intent. Alright. Foster my relationship with the king and become friends, or an alliance would be most advantageous. Well, staying allies with Bohemia would be nice. Becoming friends means that there is potentially alliances we could get somewhere. You know what? Let's try to make an alliance. We got one there. Cool. And then because we have an alliance, you should actually be okay marrying into my family. Yeah. Why don't you marry? Well, probably not my niece Walpurga. But my granddaughter Catherine could be okay. So that's Eckhard's daughter. Yeah. I think that's fine. Eckhard is what? That's my second son. Yeah. Katharina. You would accept the marriage? Cool. That's fine. Yeah. I think that seems good. This marriage will not result in an alliance. Why not? Is my granddaughter too far away from us? My niece? Oh, because we already have an alliance. That's why it won't result in an alliance. I think. Yeah. Let's send that one through. The voice of Slovinska Pravda. As the light of the day wanes, I see Dobromil looking in my direction. With an acknowledging nod, he smiles and creeps and steps closer. A fine day it has been, would you not say, Otto? We must certainly thank Rod for these blessings. We, Slovinskans, revere his teachings, he declares with pride, taking a deep breath before continuing his theological dissertation. Okay, so we can do a debate against him. Speak more. And we get a discount from converting to that faith. Or I can say a coronation is no place to discuss these matters. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't really want to lose a debate, so let's do this. You've accepted the betrothal. Wonderful. That's what I like to see. A gift worthy of a king. Guests for the coronation of my cousin King Conrad are pouring in, all giving minor oaths, thanks for their invitations and pledges of fealty or support. Soon it shall be my turn. Must I stand out from the crowd? Must I use my brief audience to convince the king of my worthiness? So I can give him a force of warriors, which is expending resources. I think that's what we did last time. I can give him the sword of God. Alright, or usual pleasantries. We get 100 renown. Now there's a question for you. Is it worth getting rid of the sword of God for 100 renown? Maybe? I mean, if we look at it in pure renown terms, it's 1,000 months of using the sword of God in order to get the same amount of renown. The prestige does not matter at all. It is absolutely no prestige that you're getting, pretty much. Right? Like, even at the highest levels, it's still not that impressive. Natural dread. yeah, it's okay, but it's kind of nebulous what exactly it does. And then court grandeur bonus, that's fine, but 4 is just a kind of average score. So, you know what? I think 100 renown for the Sword of God is a great offer. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay. Of uncertain stock. Ermeltrud is carrying the burden of having given birth to a fatherless bastard. It is terrible for an unmarried woman and her child, yet I cannot let it be known that I am the true father. But what will become of my daughter? I'm going to expose that this is indeed my daughter. The secret that Berta is my child is suddenly on everyone's lips. I already knew that Berta was the result of my dalliances with Ermeltrud, but the repercussions for Berta could be dire. To live life as a bastard is not an easy thing. Okay. I was just wondering, can I ask her to take the vows? Not when she's 10, I can. Okay. I'm definitely not going to legitimize her, but anyway. Right, in your glorious light. King Conrad takes a second to observe the crowd, straightening his back. The voices of the courtiers have become as constant as the chirping of birds, and I have no doubt that Count Otgir intends to join them. Good Duke, he says, sliding up to me. May I be so bold as to ask what your thoughts are on the celebration? I have no doubt that King Conrad's rule will be one of love and justice. And say, they will call us fortunate for having been here. Gets us some opinion bonuses, or long may he reign. Let's get the opinion bonuses. Cool. 15 days left. Do you know him? Or do you know of him? Duke Otto. King Conrad calls for me with a big smile. Next to him stands another guest, a duke that I am not acquainted with. This is Duke Kuno. King Conrad introduces him. I believe you two would find much in common. Metaphysical conundrums, perhaps. Ah, my vassal the vassal in Tyrol, who is my fellow neighbouring vassal, previous vassal of Duke Otto. Well, previous son of Duke Otto. I guess the land was previously a vassal of Duke Otto. Previous Duke Otto. You know what? Sure, we could try being friends. That's fine. A question of precedence. I stand at the threshold ready to lead the coronation procession when Friedrich barges forward and scoffs. My service to the crown demands I take precedence. His rude challenge disturbs the sanctity of our preparations. Well, and say it is my right, for I am the most charming. Or by all means. I'm not that bothered, you can do it. The ceremony. All preparations are complete. The great ceremonial assembly now awaits in Prague's High Church. To cheers and exultation, King Conrad's procession parts the crowd, and my retinue follows in our honorary place. Peasants steam forth for a glimpse of the soon-to-be king, atop their parents' shoulders. Amidst the multitude, Czech children grin. Now we will see the measure of this king. The 3 ascends. Yes, so we've had all of this before. So we will skip it this time, but I assume it's mostly the same. Yes. Cool. And then the holy oil. And this is him being anointed. Alright, fair enough. He gets high anointment. Cool, I think this all happened last time. The crowning of Conrad. And then again, this is the same thing as last time. The king's consort. With the rights of the king's enthroning complete, the royal consort is now to be properly instated as queen. King Conrad's wife conducts the rituals with distinctive self-assurance. Her Franconian upbringing did little to prepare her for the Czech rites amidst Catholic prayers. She recites Czech-Slovian oaths from memory of their sounds alone. Before long, and with great ceremony, Verpik's crown is laid upon her head for the first time. The Kingdom of Bohemia acclaims their queen. Oh, that's a very impressive crown he's got there. Alright, cool. So, mind your fine husband well, Verpik. Gain 499 piety. Okay, well, not piety, prestige. Weird. Okay. And now, the oath. Conrad stands by himself in front of the crowd as all await his oath. Not all legacies are born in war. Some are crafted in stone with sweat and purpose. I will reshape Bohemia with monuments worthy of the future. From Praha, I will raise a realm not just to endure, but one that enters a golden age shaped by care and vision. Alright, cool. Then the feast. Let's go and do the feast. A raw serving. The main dish arrives. This piece de resistance will be remembered by the great and the good. As our host cuts into the meat, my hunger turns to ash in my mouth. The roast spewing blood across the table. The banquet is made a battlefield. I fight the urge to gag as whispers of disgust rise around me. I say this, is this a joke or it's good enough for me? I'll say, is this a joke? Cool. Mutual spirits. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one, thanks to the presence of Mayor Heinrich of Buddingen. Cool, he became my friend. That's good, another person named Heinrich. That won't get confusing at all. My daughter-in-law, Ermil, has given birth to a daughter, so this is Eckhard's third daughter, who will be called... I'm just cycling through names at this point. Clara. To drink and be merry. Outside the feast, I enjoy a breath of fresh air and a view of Prague, along with the sounds of lovers in a nearby shrub and a local knight vomiting dangerously near them. Above it all, the sounds of the Castletown celebrations hang in the air. Then an idea strikes. King Conrad would no doubt appreciate people singing his name, and the Castletown folk a night of free drink. I would simply need to find a merchant willing to sell at this hour. So I can pay or no. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to pay money for this. Regent has lost himself 50 gold, I think. Yeah. Alright. Embarrassing impatience. King Conrad announces a slight delay to the serving of the food, and Archbishop Garcia looks ready to burst with frustration. In between grumbles from his stomach, I only hear grumbles of displeasure. And say he is making a fool of himself when we become a courteous guest for 5 years. So we get diplomacy, direct vassal opinion, and liege opinion, or reserve food. Yeah, we'll take that. A promise is a promise. Unconcerned with any etiquette, my cousin Prince Bishop Jaromir slaps me on the back. My cousin Prince Bishop Jaromir of Bohemia? Oh, another brother of the same group. Okay, cool. I mean it, he exclaims. I'll do anything you ask of me, anything at all. Ask me and it is done. You can smell the alcohol on Yaromir's breath, but the promise has been noted by every guest present. So I can get a weak hook on him, which probably has no purpose whatsoever. Or, I can gain 30 opinion. Let's just take the opinion. Cool. I have heard of you. Duke Otto, my acquaintance Prince Velen, calls my name. Velen of Bohemia, who is Vratislav's son. Alright. My dear Uncle Ota speaks fondly of you, he proudly says, taking a sip of his wine. I've been looking forward to feasting with you. So he can become my friend. So this would be... what happened to his wife? A leper. Okay. So this is Vratislav's son. And I have equally fond words for him, or I'm not here to talk about him. Sure, we can be friends. That's acceptable. Right. Yeah, this still isn't fixed either. So, this should be relating to him, not relating to us. So yes, that's still not fixed. Anyway. Thanks to King Conrad's and press attendees events, the cultural acceptance between all the cultures of the attendees in Czech has increased, I assume. Yeah, Bavarian, Swabian, and Saxon. That makes sense. Prestige and legitimacy gained from oath completion plus 40%. A sworn the oath to shape the realm. Oh, okay. Cool. Don't know what that means, but that's what he's done. Fantastic. And now, we get to head back. Apparently Eckhard's wife died as well. Die in childbirth by any chance? Mysterious circumstances. No, she had her child and then she was murdered. Oh, Okay, and that has broken the alliance with Nassau. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, she's the person I imprisoned at one point. Yes, okay. Well, The afternoon is quickly advancing into nightfall as we enter the local farm estates of Weissrad. The estate owner, Bosapor, greets us warmly and promises to host a lavish feast for us. Once the feast starts, we dine on a veritable menagerie of roast animals, stews, soups, bread, and the like. In the morning, Bosapor approaches me as I enjoy my breakfast. My lord, hosting such an extravagant shindig as yesterday can be expensive. Okay, so you should pay me for the prestige I brought to your farm, we can say, which would make King Conrad of Bohemia very unhappy. Let me compensate you, Conrad likes it, or how dare you, and I imprison them. Alright, I'm not going to do that. I guess I'm going to pay you 75 gold, as much as it hurts me. The Toils of War. As we walk through the streets of Kaslav, a procession of soldiers emerge from a side street. Most of them are injured and aided by downtrodden civilians. A herald proudly stands up in front of the throng of people gathering around the marketplace and declares with a loud voice, "We have crushed those Byzantine dogs yet again. It's only a matter of time before victory is ours." And yet the celebratory words pales when I look at the injured soldiers and their grieving relatives. I can donate some money and get cultural acceptance up between Bavarians and Czechs. Can we ever actually merge? We could if we wanted to at some point. In fact, we're pretty close, as all we need is some Czech culture in our land. Maybe they have some wisdom to share from their vassals? Or enough doom and gloom we have places to go. I'll increase cultural acceptance, that seems fine. I am fluent in Czech Slovian, so we don't get delayed on our trip. And we have made our way back. It's a little Hastluder horse experience. That's fine. Cool. Still don't really have enough for the hunt, so we're probably going to continue being at peace, but let's just do a little court check. So we're looking for court adults who are unmarried. I would create a filter for this, but I'm switching between game versions right now quite a lot, so I might create a filter once I'm no longer doing that. Right, that's fine. Unmarried adult. Anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. We're just looking for people who are unmarried in our court. Like some people, like Euphemia, I'm not gonna like look to marry, but there are other people who I could marry off, like my nephew Burchard. Who apparently was previously married to this person who was murdered by Heinrich. Wait. By my nephew Heinrich. Wait, so your wife was murdered by your brother? Oh, alright. This, yeah, alright. Eckhard needs to marry. Gunsbert, yeah, Kuno von Babenberg, so that is Heinrich's son. One of my random knights, you can't marry, and then you are our lover, so you're probably not going to marry, although you are excommunicated. Can I ask the Pope not to make you excommunicated? No. Alright, cool. Right, let's start with Eckhard then. Although his wife did just die, like a year ago. That's okay. So, what are we looking for here? Oh, also what happened to Arnold? Why is Arnold has consumption, I see. Right, so I'm going to say that they're going to be within 10 years of Eckhard. Which means they are going to be an adult. Let's say they have to be healthy. Which actually took out a chunk of characters. I want you to be Catholic. What else are we looking for here? Not a ruler. And not, well, Polding they could be. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like it's 400 characters. We need to just have a look here at alliance power. Best alliance we could get is the Guard of Leicestershire, followed by the Galician Band of Astorga, then the County of Savoy. So Savoy is actually much more interesting, but they're very weak, so yeah, I don't think we're doing this for an alliance then. In which case, if we're not doing it for an alliance, let's do it for prestige gain. That gives us 14. Anyone got an inheritable trait? Nope. Okay. So this would be our selection here. Huh. Well, let's see. Although I could also instead of this say, don't care anyone got an inheritable trait. Yeah, let's do that instead. Genius. I see genius. I say, okay, you may be 36, but you're definitely going to marry my son. Let's do it. Right. Next, birth chart. Similar type search. Let's see here. There are some with multiple traits, which is quite nice. There's a 43 person you could marry. Where's the multiple trait one again? Yeah, you're gonna marry Ronaldo the Hawk here. 2 traits, good chance that these get passed on. Yeah, you're gonna marry her. Right. You're not marrying Guntbert. Guntbert, I mean, the same filter kind of works for you as well, actually. Let's marry you to Signy. Marry you to the beautiful person. Fantastic. Kuno von Babenberg. Now, you already have Fecund, so you're going to have a lot of children. Yeah. Who's your, it's a Heinrich's your father. Okay. Just kind of curious. I don't know. I just marry somebody who's, like, age appropriate. Might be the best one. But this person, they're a noble and they're age appropriate. Or actually this person, you can marry right away. Sure. And we both get prestige. That seems good. Right. So that's Kuno marrying off. Werner. Let's find you a spouse. There's 32 characters who'd marry Werner. At least within the age range. Let's see here. You are going to marry this beautiful person. I'm trying to get beautiful people in our court. Let's see if it works. And then you're not going to marry anyone because you're a lover. Wonderful. Let's do that. Right. That's all fine. Wonderful. Okay. And then we will chill for a little bit. I think I could host a hunt now if I wanted to. The question is, do I want to host a hunt now, or would I prefer to wait to get this castle holding? I think I'd prefer to wait and get this castle holding. I do need an extra 158, but I think I want to wait for that. Spouse acting on my behalf. My wife spends a significant amount of time traveling the realm with her honor guard. There are many matters she can settle on my behalf, and the military presence Duchess Haziga brings with her is a firm reminder of my right to rule. Yeah, let's increase our dread a little bit. I don't think it's going to kill off the faction, but might help. Didn't help in the slightest, one way or the other. Like, it didn't harm or help in any way. Okay. That is definitely going to fire in 2 months. So, okay. Dynasty Legacy now has Long Reach added to it. Oh, okay. It's kind of interesting not being the Dynasty head and seeing what they're going for. So, initial hostile scheme success chance is up and agent bribe cost is down. Alright. For every Babenberg. Definitely interesting. Hey! Our level of devotion to our faith has gone up to Faithful. And we finished the shrine building in Ottoberg, which is great. And it's immediately been given away because that's the way things work here. So now our bishop should have it. Or, well, I guess a theocratic person has got it, and then our bishop will get their taxes and then give some of their taxes to us. Essentially. I believe that's right. Although this one doesn't say least. The other one says that says leasee. This doesn't say leasee, this is holder. Huh. Interesting. So I guess you pay me your taxes directly? Is that correct? Wonder why one became a leasee and the other... Yeah, so you're paying me your taxes directly. Wonder why one became a leasee and one is now held by a bishop. Oh well, doesn't matter too much. A peasant's losses to serve their lord is what we're going to say to their threats to us. I'm going to move my rally point over to Ottoburg, and I'm going to raise some troops. Perfect. And then I'm going to march my way over there and beat them up. Should be fairly easy. If you look at the armies for a peasant army, they have no men at arms. So they are absurdly easy to destroy. So although it looks like the numbers are close, they're not, right? Like, our pikemen are significantly better than levies, so... Yeah. We are going to run over them. And there you go. Their army is now gone. So we lost 81, they lost 1,260. We're now going to enforce our demands, which gets locals pacified for 25 years, and we imprison the leader. Wonderful. Is this leader anybody we want to do anything with? He has no money, so you can't ransom him for money. It's kind of okay at fighting, I suppose. It's not terrible. Yeah. It'll be pretty good, actually. Yeah, how would you feel about working for me here? I know you rose up in revolt, but I mean, it wasn't serious, right? Just an audition. Wonderful. Speed 5. Outliving a child! Oh God, how could you do this to Otto? If I have sinned, why did you not punish me instead? He was blameless, my perfect son. Life had so much more in store for him. Your son Otto flagellated himself to death. Oh, that makes succession interesting. You've sent through something. You would like to marry my granddaughter Theolinda. I definitely have to decline that. Let's just have a little look at our succession now. Now it goes Otto into Eckhard. Now, the question is, do we want to play as Otto von Babenberg, who, by the way, has just come of age. In fact, when did he come of age? March 23rd, so just earlier this year. Huh. So this is my player heir. He will not take the vows. He believes he is destined for greater things. That must be greedy, I think. So, I guess I could fabricate a hook on him and then ask him to take the vows. But I think, even then, I think it's 100 for a hook, right? So he's still going to say no. So the next question is, would we like to play as Eckhard instead? I guess so, although Eckhard is going for the only daughters run, and his first daughter's already betrothed, and she's a bleeder. I think we might just be playing as Otto von Babenberg the Stupid. But that's okay, because maybe there are interesting events for a stupid character. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm ending the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.